Over this way.
Thank you very much.
Are you getting ready for Christmas?
I am, yeah.
Will Young, lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Are you well?
I'm very well. 5 minutes of interviewing.
You up for the pressure of it?
Yeah, I am.
On the dot, 5 minutes on the dot.
Yeah.
Time starts now. So tell me, Will, what do you make of Alexandra winning the X Factor?
I think she's done very well. Great singer, and I wish her the best of luck. Yeah.
What do you think of the X Factor? Because you've been a little bit critical of it in the past.
I've been critical of certain things, but then I performed on it and mentored on it, and it was an absolute pleasure to do it. And great to work with new singers, I guess, and try and impart some advice. And I love the performance. I think, and I wish her lots of luck.
Do you think she deserved to win?
Yeah, I think they would have all deserved to win, but yeah, she did really well.
Of course, you shot to fame by winning a talent show yourself. Is there any snobbery in the music industry for people who sort of rise to the top through winning shows like Pop Idol?
Well, there might be, but I mean, for me, to go from Pop Idol, 7 years ago now, to performing at Glastonbury and being nominated for Best Pop Performer at the festivals, this summer, that's such a distance. So I think that, along with snobbery, there's actually a thing that you have to prove yourself, and that takes time. You can't burst onto the scene and expect, to have people's respect. You have to earn it, and that's. I never had a problem with that,
You've won 2 Brits.
Yes, I have. Yeah.
How much does winning awards, mean to you? Does it matter, or?
It does. Well, I always say it matters. Once you get it, you're like, oh, thank God I got it. But if you don't get it, you say it doesn't matter. That's what I think about awards.
You've got your 4th album out at the moment.
Yeah.
How's it going? You're on tour still, just?
No, just finished. Just finished the tour, yeah.
Did that go well?
It went really well, yeah. It was sold out, and more importantly, great audiences. I think it's like my 8th tour in 7 years, yeah, which is crazy.
Which of your songs has meant the most to you? Which have you enjoyed performing the most?
Well, they change every time. There's songs from the new album now that I love performing, and I think it's probably the most concise album. So when I do them live, they feel like a body of work together, So at the moment, I would say the new ones, yeah.
How much do you get involved in the writing process?
Well, fully. This album's 11 of the 13 songs are, songs that I've co-written. So, but have been, very involved since really winning Pop Idol. Actually, yeah, I've been very lucky to learn from great writers and becoming a writer myself.
Now, you've had a massive hit as well as an actor with Mrs. Henderson Presents. If Hollywood sort of comes knocking, begging in a big way, would you give up? Knocking. Would you give up the singing?
Would I give up? No, I wouldn't give up the singing. The acting's wonderful because it means I can have 2 careers, and I think that's and they're not mutually exclusive. They all add on to everything else, and I love the acting. I did a play as well last year in Manchester, and that was a great experience and very powerful and very different to singing. And it's nice to play characters, I guess, rather than being myself the whole time. It's actually quite nice to play someone else for a bit.
Now, you're an intelligent guy. You studied politics at Exeter University. Are you still political? Are you interested in politics and British politics?
Yeah, I am. I am interested in it. I'm interested in the workings of politics and how that links to society. And I think I think democracy can be perverted sometimes, and we have democracy, and sometimes I feel we don't cherish it as much as we should do.
Do you think? There's some apathy around, isn't there? Do you think British politics at the moment is exciting? Or do you think it's dull? How do you compare it to American
Well,
politics?
I don't know how you define... that's such a longer question. How you define exciting politics. But I do think we're in a bit of a blameocracy. I think, we look for blame the whole time. And I think people are afraid to hold their hands up and say, we've made a mistake. Obviously, in some circumstances, with responsibility comes major things. But I feel sometimes we just look to blame the whole time.
Are you party political in any way?
I'm not. No, I'm not. I don't know enough about the mandates, to be honest. I tend to go probably more for personalities, which is more of an American thing anyway. I just like people that tell the truth, and they're very few and far between. So.
I've got to ask you, you've got under a minute to go. You're a big sex symbol, a big heartthrob. Has your sexuality in any way affected your career, positively or negatively? Come on, you are.
Like
to men and women
alike.
alike.
Frank Spencer of pop. No, I'm not a sex symbol at all.
Has being gay affected your career, though, in a good way?
Well, I think it's the important thing about it is it's not that important. So that's been a great thing, that people. It's one facet of my life. And
What would you say your best hobby in the whole world is? Only 10 seconds to go.
Riding at the moment, and then surfing.
And do you cook?
No, I'm cooking. I can't say shit. No, I'm bad at cooking. Oh no,
and
you have to do it all over again.
No, are you in the country for Christmas?
No.
Time is up.
Thank
Well,
you.
great to meet you.
Thank you very much.